Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's story sounds like fiction, but it's 100% real. It's about love, betrayal, luck, and the most satisfying twist you could imagine. My name's Mark, I'm 38, and the day my wife walked out of my life was the same day the universe decided to hand me everything I'd ever dreamed of. It all started 3 years ago. I was married to Lisa, the woman I thought I'd grow old with. We'd been together 7 years. Or, more accurately, I'd been supporting her for 7 years while she kept finding herself. I worked as a car mechanic. Nothing glamorous, but I was steady, loyal, and crazy about her. She, on the other hand, wanted a bigger life. The kind with fancy dinners, Instagram trips, and luxury handbags. I tried my best to keep her happy. I worked overtime, skipped vacations, even sold my old motorcycle, all to afford the little things that made her smile. But over time, those smiles faded. She started comparing me to other men, her boss, her friends' husbands, anyone with a flashier lifestyle. "You're too simple, Mark," she'd say. "You don't dream big enough." I didn't argue. I just kept going. Until one Friday morning, the day everything changed. I woke up, got ready for work, and noticed she wasn't in bed. Her closet was half empty. On the kitchen table was a note. "Mark, I can't do this anymore. I found someone who understands me. Someone successful. Don't call." No explanation, no goodbye, just that. My hands shook as I read it. I called her. No answer. Texted, nothing. I sat there for an hour, numb, staring at that piece of paper. Then I laughed bitterly. "Of course," I muttered. "Of course she left." I went to work anyway, because what else was I supposed to do? Fixing cars was the only thing that kept me sane. Around noon, I remembered the lottery ticket I'd bought a week earlier, tucked in my wallet. A customer had joked that maybe I'd get lucky one day. I pulled it out, scanned the numbers on my phone, and froze. Every single number matched. At first, I thought it was a glitch. I checked again, and again. Then I dropped my phone, heart pounding. I'd won $14.6 million. I sat there in silence, shaking, staring at the oil-stained floor. The same day my wife left me, I became a millionaire. The irony hit so hard, I actually laughed out loud. The guys in the shop thought I'd lost it. When I told them, they didn't believe me until I showed them the ticket. They cheered, clapped my back, poured me a soda like it was champagne. But beneath all that celebration, I felt this cold calm, because deep down I already knew Lisa would come back. And she did, exactly 6 days later. I'd already claimed the winnings privately, hired a lawyer, and taken their advice to stay anonymous for now. I'd also moved out of our rented apartment into a temporary townhouse near the beach. One evening, just as the sun was setting, my phone buzzed. "Lisa!" I stared at her name on the screen for a full minute before answering. "Mark," she said, her voice trembling with fake emotion. I made a mistake." I said nothing. The guy I left with, he lied. He lost his job, and we fought, and I realized I belong with you. You've always been my rock. Still nothing. Finally, she asked, "Can we meet?" "Please." I agreed, but I had a plan. We met at a small cafe near the coast. She looked different, tired, makeup smudged, eyes hollow. She reached across the table, trying to touch my hand. "Mark, I've missed you." I was stupid. I looked at her calmly and said, "Lisa, you left me the same day I won the lottery." Her face went blank. "What?" she whispered. "I won $14 million. I said evenly, that morning." She froze, then gave a small, nervous laugh. "You're joking." I slid a copy of the newspaper across the table, the one with the winning numbers and date. Checked the ticket date. "It's real." Her eyes widened. For a moment, she couldn't breathe. Then she smiled, that old fake smile. "Mark, that's incredible. Maybe this is fate. Maybe this is our second chance." I smiled too, but mine wasn't fake. "No, Lisa. Fate already gave me my second chance when you left." She blinked, confused. "What are you saying?" I leaned forward, my voice calm. "I've moved on. I forgave you the moment I realized what your love was worth. Nothing money could buy. She tried to argue, cry, beg. But I stood up, dropped $100 bill on the table for her coffee, and said, "You wanted someone successful. Now you've got one. But he doesn't want you." I walked out without looking back. The next day, I met with my lawyer and finalized a divorce. I even asked him to transfer her legally entitled share into a trust for her mother. Because even after everything, I didn't want revenge. I wanted peace. Months passed. I traveled, started my own custom car company, and hired some of my old co-workers. We built something real, something mine. And every now and then, when someone mentions luck, I just smile. Because luck didn't give me everything. Losing Lisa did. Her leaving forced me to see who I really was, what I could become without her dragging me down. A year later, I got a letter in the mail. No return address. Inside, just a short note. "I'm sorry, Mark. I should have stayed." I folded it once, set it on fire, and watched it turn to ash. So yeah, my wife ran off with another man the same day I won the lottery. And you know what? She lost something that money could never replace. A loyal heart. Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because next week, I'll tell you how that lottery wouldn't led me to someone who loved me before she even knew I was rich.